Alright, hey gang, I'm back again, and we're doing James Dean once again. I'm rushing through these because I don't want to make a really long video that's going to bore everyone. I think everybody will get the point right away of what needs to be done. Working with a Prismacolored pencil. Here's a full one. I don't know if you can see it. Prismacolor black. Finishing off this tiny one first. I usually don't like drawing with the tiny ones, but it'll do for now. You'll notice it is much darker when I apply it than the graphite, but it should get darker once I apply the Gamsol. And again, I forgot to get Q-tips from upstairs. I don't want to pause and run up and get them. Just gonna fill it in. Now here's the thing. With this particular paper, it's not going to pull up with the eraser as easily as it would. Well, this is just a low quality paper. I just need something that I could put through my printer that was opaque. Now, nothing I've done so far is impossible for any of you to do. You know, I am just coloring shapes that I see from my reference picture of that sweater, that torn up sweater photo session that James Dean did. He was the rebel without a cause. I keep some of the stuff kind of light. Get the eyes in here. Chin. I'm going to be smudging all this, so it doesn't have to be super perfect. But because I did not grab Q-tips, I'm going to have to do this with a Kleenex, which I do have near me because I'm fighting a cold. I wish I had something more. I know somewhere I have some Q-tips. I just don't want to go running around looking for them. Oh, let me get that. My tissue's on the other side, so I'm going to use a paper towel. Just fold the paper towel up, and I'm going to roll it to make the shape I want that's precise. I'm going to be real tight so that the tip is hard. And get the Gamsol. You can use Turpenoid. I like Gamblin as a paint company. And there's a lot of Gamsol on here, but as we see me do this, it's going to make everything a lot darker. It's going to accelerate. Now, I think the ideal paper to do this on is vellum. This cheap stuff, it's good enough for a demo, but it's not something I would do anything final on. I think everybody gets the basic idea. When I take this to class, I'm going to do this like 3 times so that everyone will see it clearly. It's one of this 5 o'clock shadow, some darkness on that cheek. This is not going to be as easy to pick up with the eraser because it's just the nature of this paper is not meant for a lot of abuse. The darks in his ears are really dark. Shadow shapes on his chin. He's got a little bit of that 5 o'clock shadow going on. Not a whole lot. I didn't even need to make those marks. I could have gotten away with what's absorbed onto the tip of the paper towel. I'm going to smooth out his lips a bit. Lower lip. The whole trick of this is to just not make it look like colored pencil. You don't necessarily want to see the strokes of everything. You just want it to just blend into shapes. In fact, you want people to go, "Hey, how'd you do that?" I keep hitting the camera with my head. Try picking out some lights and make the tip of his nose a little on the dark side. See if I can erase a highlight back into it. And use the good old electric eraser again. Not too bad. Let's get the highlight on his eyelid. And if the highlight gets too harsh, you can always go back in and draw the parts you accidentally erased back in. And there's too much white of the paper on the shadow side of his eye. And try picking out some of the highlights in this. It's not as smooth as I would like, but it's okay. You guys get the picture, I think. You can just spend as much time as you like blending out. The idea is you're taking the black and moving it slightly towards grays with a lot less work than having to draw each individual value of gray. It starts looking like a topographical map more than a piece of art. And there's a dark underneath his ear and some hair back here. So make that be a thing. Got too much dark over here. Maybe I'll get rid of some of that. What I need is a sharper, longer pencil so I can be more precise. But I don't want to get too far into it. I do definitely want to knock this back. The white of his eye is jumping too much. His eyebrow disappeared. So I'm going to draw that back in, and I'm going to darken this shadow in the corner. Try to get some more of the highlight on his lower eyelid. Let me try something else. Doesn't work as well with toned paper, but if you have white, you can draw into it. The danger is that you might end up mixing colors, so you end up getting a gray rather than a white. All my white pencils are in my bag. I don't want to dig them out. But what I will do is try to draw a little white, see how it looks. Not as good as I would like, as I would have hoped. But it's serviceable. Some more darks down under here. My paper towel's coming apart. It's done its duty. Doesn't need to stand up much longer. Anyway, colored pencil. Just be aware that a little bit goes a long way with this Turpenoid or Gamsol technique. Just pick it up and you can almost draw with this. Like I can darken his ears up if I want, but I would need to go back in and precisely repair the lines of his ears, so I still have that likeness going. Ears are pretty consistent on people. They're not known generally for changing, like going from attached to unattached earlobes on the same person. Let's darken some of that sweater action going, and then cut back into this shape, clean it up a bit. It does give you a nice soft edge though. If I want a hard edge, what I would do is I would just take something like, let me see, let me do this. If I need something to have a hard edge, I'm going to put this post-it note here, and I'm going to blend the colored pencil up against the post-it note, and I have a clean straight line. So if ever you need something like that, you can just cut your post-it note with scissors and make the shape you want and put it down there. So let me do it again. I'm gonna tear a chunk out of the post-it note, and I will, let's see, do this. Put some more colored pencil down, and the shape. Have a nice hard edge. See how clean that edge is? But it's super fast. And that's colored pencil. That is Prismacolor colored pencil and Gamsol or Turpenoid. Anything that is meant to clean up wax or clean up oil will do. Try not to use simple green because it's green and it'll discolor your stuff. But anyway, that's that.